What's good, everybody? My name is Travis. Welcome to another edition of Box Breaks. This is one of those rare moments when we find ourselves doing a bonus break on a Thursday, because typically Thursdays are set aside for Pokemon breaks. Well, there's an odd thing that happens occasionally in a store when there's a game that just simply sells out. Like, I don't have really any sealed product that we haven't already opened, and there's not much sealed product available in general to speak of Pokemon. And so today we're gonna kind of do a little audible. we're gonna jump in and we're gonna open up the newest set of another card game. Some of y'all may be fans of the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. This is something that I attempted to play. Oh my goodness. Let's say 2011, 2012. It was when I owned a store in Ohio, and I thought, man, I got a bunch of people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I need to figure out how this game works. I need to figure out how it plays. And so I created a deck. I actually created two decks. I created a frog deck with like Subtitoad. That's the only name that really I remember. And then I made a plant deck. And I remember it very distinctly because I made, hey, what's going on, Alan? I made the deck, made both decks, and I competed in a tournament with, or I don't even, it might not have even been a tournament. It might have just been like hanging out and playing with some of the people at the store. I really liked it. What upset me was that I spent a good amount of money on the cards, and then like the stuff that made the cards work, like the stuff that made the deck work, was banned. And I was just like, oh, so angry. You probably have had that experience. I don't find that experience as prevalent as other games as I did in Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially as a store owner. It was one of those things that you didn't really want to invest in too much, because it was a possibility that that card was gonna tank in value because it was gonna get banned. So the other thing I have a hard time with is, so these are my new glasses. You can't really tell. I don't think that you can tell if they're bifocals, but they are those transition bifocals. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards print is so small, and so I had such a hard time reading, even back then when my eyes were much better than they are now. And so I had a hard time reading the cards, just to be really honest. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up this set. This is a unique set. They release sets like this occasionally in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the whole point of the set is to release these new archetypes, and then to give you a bunch of reprints that will help these archetypes work. And so these are mainly, I mean, it's been out since like the last week of January, so it's only been out a week or two. So not really sure where these archetypes stand. I know the meta is pretty firmly established, and it almost always is. Like the meta in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is almost always very established. To play like a rogue deck that's not in the established meta is hard to do, but it's not impossible. And so a lot of times you find people who like a challenge, taking an archetype set like this and trying to make it work. So if that's you, this is going to be your kind of set. It is, let's say there's three archetypes. There's a Makanko, which is basically like equipment loving dancing priestesses. And tell me in the comments if you feel like I nailed that description. There's the Pearlies, which are basically like cute, cuddly dogs or puppies and kittens, like really cute, cuddly things. And then the other one, I'm going to forget it. I think it's called Rescue Ace, and Ace perhaps is an acronym because it's all capitalized. But just think like Robo Fire Rescue kind of stuff. They kind of throw off a vibe of like Transformers a little bit to me, in some of the things that I've taken a look at. So we're going to dive in. We're going to open this box. This is a first edition amazing Defenders box that I cannot seem to. I forgot that the plastic is is fairly beefy in the stuff that seals these up. So it is. Wow, my goodness. It is a bit of a challenge to get into it sometimes. I'm going to pull this open. There are 24 packs in this. in this box, and there's a guaranteed foil in every pack. There is nothing lower than a rare rarity in this set, and so everything that we pull is going to be a rare or an ultra rare, or like it's like called a collector rare. There's a special print, and we'll see, and we'll be able to pick them out as we open. Let me pull these over here so we're not completely darkening our surface here, and we'll open packs and just kind of dig through and see what we find. There's some cards, like if you haven't played this game in a while, there's some cards that will, and I'm not going to do any pack tricks with this as far as, let me hold it so you can actually read what it says. There's one of the new ones, the Rescue Ace Airlifter. See what I mean? It just kind of looks very Transformer-ish. It's kind of cool looking. I really like the art, actually. Infernoble Arms, Durandal. I'm going to have a hard time. There's one of the E-Pearly. Plump. I feel personally attacked by this card. It's okay. There's one of our Makonkos. So we've had an appearance by cards from all three, and we would expect that. This is a small set. There's only 60 cards in this set. Matter of fact, I believe this one. So if it was in our third spot. So that was our rare, or our. It's not. I don't think it's the special rare. It's just a ultra rare. Okay, and then we've got the Infernoble Knight. I don't know why. I guess I'll just break them out into stacks of XYC and monsters and spells. I guess I'll do it that way. That's fine. And there's Makonko Kagura. And then there is, oh my goodness. It's all the lighting. It's hard to read it, but I'm going to set it like that. Maybe you can catch a glimpse. Very cool looking stuff. I've always liked the artwork on Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. It's very, very kind of cool looking. All right, next pack. Pearly Happy Memory. Oh, so cute. There's a Rescue Ace HQ. Very cool. 1 for 1. Not all for one. Just 1 for 1. Machine Duplication. Makonko Promise. There's an Extinguish into an XYC Tribal Rivals. So you can see that very well. There we go. I'm trying to look on my extra screen here to make sure you can see it. It's going to be exciting. All right. There's some really, really cool stuff in this. Card Trooper, I think, is one that really takes me back. It's a card that I'm pretty sure I used it in one of my original decks. XYZ Import. If you are a Yu-Gi-Oh player, you would be able to tell me if a Card Trooper would make sense in an old school, like really old school, like over 10 years ago, Frog or Plant deck. Puri Rice Map. There we go. That's pretty cool. Nini the Mir Makonko. Hey, I'm pretty sure that the ones that are super special, I think we'll be able to tell, because I believe the entire card is shiny. Pearly, Delicious Memory. Again, the Pearlies are my maybe the Pearlies are my spirit animal. Makonko Purification Dance. Sacred Scrolls of the Gizmek Legend. Try to hold it so you can see it there. And then Limiter Removal. Okay. Alan, do you play any Yu-Gi-Oh? Do you get into this at all? Wondering if this Contain. So we've already had the Extinguish exclamation mark. We've got Contain. Rescue Ace Airlifter again. That's what we started with. Oh, nice. Rescue Ace Fire Engine. That is super cool looking. Okay. So I'm thinking that might be, yeah. So let me double check. Let me look through what we pulled already. So we've got that thing, which is stands out among the rest now. Not really know what I'm looking for. Now I'm able to kind of look back and go, okay, these are the things that kind of stood out. So very foily cards that we pulled there. Let's keep going. XYC Reborn. There's a Gizmic, the Gonkai, the Sunrise Signaler. Shout out to America's Best Eyeglasses for being able to read these. Pearly Leap. Yeah, something to that effect. Again, super cute. Reinforcement of the Army. This card has seen like 1 million reprints. And I don't know that that's a super big exaggeration for that card. I remember seeing that card back in the day. Preparation of Rights. Rescue Ace Fire Attacker. See, so we got a airplane that's coming in to help with. There's another Pearly Plump. Again, feeling slightly attacked. There's double of those now. Makonko Purification Dance. Makonko Reflection Rondo. Sprite's Blessing. Hey, there's a Card Trooper. That's a card I remember from back in the day. Very cool. So back in the day, I wouldn't have even attempted to read this card, but the ability, once per turn, you can choose a number from 1 to 3, then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the GY. This card gains a 500 attack for each card sent to the GY this way until the end of this turn. If this card you control is destroyed and sent to your GY, draw 1 card. GY. Graveyard, I'm assuming? That's what that means? Some of you guys are like, he's saying GY. This is so annoying. It's so cringy that he's saying GY. XYZ Import. Rescue Ace Airlifter. It's like a third one we've seen of those. Nini the Mirror Makonko. Machine Duplication. Makonko Promise. Pearly Leap. And Pearly Happiness. Okay, keep that separate. These are all the ones that I believe these are the, what do you call these? Super rares? Ultra rares? Let me double check and make sure I'm saying this. I think these are ultra rares. If that makes sense. Rescue Ace. Fire Engine. Yeah, we'll go with that. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep on trucking. Now we do have quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! At the store. There are packs, there are boxes available. Arm Protector Dragon, pretty cool looking. Pearly Happy Memory. Overlay Regan, that's pretty sweet. There's Infernoble Knight Roland. Hidden Armory. Makonko Kagura. And Extinguish. Okay, so the things that make reading up on the Makonko, the things that make them, so they're really kind of a cool thing where any damage that your opponents try to do to you, they deflect that damage from what I understand, and then they have if you read the card, let's see if I can find it real quick. So it has 0 attack, 0 defense. So what gives it its ability is the equipment cards that you can play on them. That's what helps them to do anything. Rescue HQ rather. Infernal Arms Durandal. Rescue Ace Fire Engine. It's the second one we've seen of those. We've had doubles of all of those. XYZ Reborn of those ultras. Double Edged Sword. Or maybe it's just, they're not really ultra, maybe they're just a foil. Card Trooper, another one of those guys. Very cool. Sacred Scrolls of the Gizmic Legend, rather. So these are just the foils that, you're guaranteed a foil per pack. So I don't know if we've seen anything that's like overly wow yet. But again, it's one of those things where you kind of open packs for the love of opening packs. Just a lot of fun. Puri Rice Map. And other people have a appreciation for what you're pulling. Oh snap! I see something cool. There's Contain. Wow, that is sweet looking. Expurely Noir. Wow, that is really cool looking. So is that? I'm gonna assume. I don't know if I should assume that. It's a really, really cool looking card. Makonko Reflection Rondo. Makonko Rivalry. Sprite's Blessing. XYZ Tribal Rivals. So about halfway through. I know some people, I've watched a couple of videos of opening and they just kind of flew through. Okay, alright. It's the first one of those we've seen. That's cool. I sold 2 Tales of the Noble Knights. Very cool. Put that right in the middle there. Machine Duplication. They just fly through. Like I saw somebody open 2 boxes in 15 minutes and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, and they, I mean, you do get to kind of see the cards as they're going, but I don't know that I have much value to add with my knowledge, since my knowledge of this game is limited, and my saying of the names might just be triggering to you if you know what they are. You're like, why does he keep saying it wrong? But anyway, it's just for the love of opening packs and sharing the experience. So hope you guys enjoy this. Really, as far as a giveaway goes with Yu-Gi-Oh, I think what we're going to do is, if you comment down below today, or comment in the, just down below in the comments. Oh, snap. Okay, so that is very cool. That is, let me double check and make sure I'm saying this right, making sure I'm identifying this card correctly. Okay, this is my friend Pearly. This is the collector rare version of this card. Okay, it's got that gold print. It's very, very shiny. Yeah, that's a great card. Very cool. I'm going to set that off to the side. That's the big hit for the day at this point. Card Trooper. So, we're having some... Well, obviously all the cards are rares. But there are at least a rare, rather. Minimum rare. But there's a really good example. I mean, that card is, in theory, going to be highly sought after. Going to be kind of one of those linchpin cards for a Pearly deck. So that's pretty cool. Pearly Happy Memory. Contain. Sorry if I'm not excited about it like I normally would be, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But wait a second. That's cool. Okay. Wow. Gizmic, the Serpentron Sky Slasher. Dude, that guy has all the cool names. That's so cool. Alright, if you hadn't noticed, we are into our second stack. Call it the last stack when there's only 2. Our second stack. So we've already had a pretty sweet pull there. A great Monko ceremony. A Pearly Beauty. Oh, so cute. Y'all are like, dude, you need to get over it. It's not that cute. Super cute. Anyway. Do you ever play a card just because it's cute? Probably not. Or you might. There's an Infernal Knight. Renauld. Very cool. XYZ Reborn. The Conco Rivalry. There's a Reinforcement of the Army. And a Pearly Happiness. Okay. Let's keep on trucking. XYZ Import. Pearly Happy Memory. Pearly Delicious Memory. Hidden Armory. Rescue Ace Turbulence. That is another big pull. Look at that guy real quick. Looking for Turbulence. Where is he at? Where is he at? There he is, Turbulence. Yeah, wow. That's the guy that's actually on our graphic today. Turbulence is the guy that's on the background of the graphic we made for this video. Rescue Ace Turbulence. Very cool. Like a tank, fire truck, beast. That's pretty sweet. He would yell, "Extinguish!" I made the graphic and it looks like Turbulence is like blasting the back of my head with water. I thought that was pretty funny. Overlay Regan. Conco Rivalry. Hidden Armory. Another card trooper. And there's a Gizmic. Very cool. They've got some really good pulls so far. So I'm wondering what the meta is right now. I know I keep hearing people that are opening packs talking about the meta and how it's, it's just super strong. It's hard to play anything that doesn't kind of conform with whatever the meta is at this point in Yu-Gi-Oh! I tend to find myself I'm kind of a serial gamer, so in other words, I like to try every game. I used to have functional decks for, I don't know, probably 20, 25 different games. And I just wanted to see how they worked because I'm just kind of a student of trying to figure out how things work, and I love kind of even trying to design my own games, and so to see how they work helps me to kind of think differently about how my game might work. And so I'm not into card game design though, because I have done some card game design in the past, specifically with a game called Redemption. Really loved my time doing that. That was a lot of fun. But for my own, like if I was going to try to create a game, I would never start with a card game. Just because I know how incredibly complex it can be. In addition to the fact that, oh snap, wow. Third one of those in this box. Heavenly Gate. So it's not the third of this card, but it is the third. Wow. Heavenly Gate Makonko. We're going to see where that one is. That's cool. I'm wondering if these are just the ultra rare or if they are the artist. What do they call them? These may just be the ultra rare versions of these cards. The other ones are the collector rare. And I had a hard time when I was looking at the. Well, you know what? There's a collector number on it. I'm gonna put these up real quick, and then I'm gonna look at the collector number because that makes a huge difference with the value of the card. So let's see, the collector ADMEEN 020. Okay, is that the same as the other? Or is that even a thing? AMDEEN. Okay, so it's the same collector number. All right, I'm gonna have to get some clarification on the difference. Then I'm wondering if it's like all the way foily instead of just like if the entire card is foil. You know what we're really gonna know is if we pull one and we see it. That's how we'll be able to tell. Like, oh, okay, all of a sudden that one is incredibly different. Rescue Ace Impulse. We're pulling a lot of foils. Everything is rare or better. Reinforcement, limited removal. So either this box has been an incredible box or this box has been an okay box, depending on whether those are collectors or not. My intuition tells me they're not, but I could be wrong. Pearly Delicious Memory. XYZ Travel Rivals, another Trooper, very cool. 2 more packs. Where's that last pack magic? Does that work in Yu-Gi-Oh? It's Heart of the Cards. You have to give it one of these. Let's see what we got. Preparation of Rites. Rescue HQ. A Pearly Happiness. XYZ. Conquer a Reflection Rondo. Conco Rivalry. Conco Kagura. Extinguish. Alright, here we go. Last pack magic. I'm going to put this in defense position because it is Amazing Defenders. Let's see what Amazing Defenders has for us in the last pack. There we go. Arm Protector Dragon, Conco Fire Dancer, Hidden Armory, Double-Edged Sword, Sprite's Blessing, and Pearly. It's hard to see that. I need to work on my lighting setup, I think. Okay, so you kind of slide some of this stuff out of the way so that we can kind of take a look at the things. So we had a bunch of foils. I think these were all the same as far as that goes. So our foils, we had 2 Noble Knights, 2 Rescue, did we have 2 of those? No, 1 Monitor, 1 Impulse, no, 2 Impulses, and 2 Fire Engines. We had the Sword, Makonko. We had the Mirror, Makonko. We had Infernable Knight Renaud. We had some Eperly. We had the Happiness. We had 2 Noirs. We had a Beauty. We had 2 Plumps. We had 2 Overlay Regans. We had a 1-for-1. We had a Fire Dance, Makonko Fire Dance. There we go. And then we're going to assume kind of the big hits for the day. These would be our ultra rares. Heavenly Gate of the Makonko. My Friend Pearly. Super cute. Very shiny. And Rescue Ace Turbulence. There it is. Very, very cool looking. Okay, well, this was fun. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh openings, I know again, it's not what we normally do on Thursdays, but if you like Yu-Gi-Oh openings, let us know in the comments. I'm not gonna say we're gonna replace Pokemon, but we might find ourselves doing some more Yu-Gi-Oh openings on bonus breaks, which typically happen on Saturdays. So if you'd like to see more of those, if you'd like to see some bonus breaks featuring Yu-Gi-Oh, hit us in the comments. Let us know. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're getting really, really close to our 100 subs goal. It's not our final goal, obviously, but our 100 subs goal, so that we can get a bunch of giveaways. And maybe we'll add a Yu-Gi-Oh giveaway if we get some good response to our 100 subs. We've already got a Pokemon, we've already got a Magic, and we've already got a One Piece element to our giveaway. So we're going to give the set of the One Piece decks, a Warhammer 40k Commander deck, and some packs of Magic, a Brilliant Stars ETB, and some Silver Tempest packs. Maybe we throw in a Yu-Gi-Oh box to the mix for a giveaway. So, but if you want to see that, if you like, it does kind of look like, you're right. I mean, you're actually right, Alan. It does look a lot like Digimon. Really, there's a lot of these games that have a similar feel or a similar look to them. Part of that is, the culture out of which some of these games comes from, but a lot of it has to do with what's popular. And a lot of these stuff, they're really cool looking. I feel like kind of like a My Little Pony vibe a little bit, except like cats and puppies. So, as well. So, just kind of cool. All kinds of neat stuff here. As always, this stuff's going to be available at Comix Cafe. A lot of the stuff will go onto our TCG player, so in the links below is our TCG player page. Feel free to go check it out. Appreciate your time. Hope you had a good time. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on Box Breaks. Peace.